Legit?
Yeah, you ordered IHOP?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a distraction. Did you bring the syrup by chance?
The syrup?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Man, this is getting out of hand. On one hand, you can understand where the pranks kind of came into entertainment. It was initially meant to be fun, but then people just kept taking things too far. College is expensive. People don't want to go to college. Well, some people don't want to go to college and spend all that money only to get scammed out of it. Because most of the college universities, that whole, hey, you must take this class, it's important, when it has nothing to do with your major, a little bit scammy. I can attest to that, with notable exceptions. And while I do understand there are some instances where people will pull pranks or some wholesome skits just to try and cheer people up, some people take it too far. And when it's very prevalent on campus, I can understand why some people would get mad. So I was watching Decoy Voice, and this video is hilarious, but not for the reason you think. See, apparently these three guys are in on it. The guy that's sitting down that supposedly ordered DoorDash, the guy in the yellow shirt, and the one with the mullet that shows up later.
Bro, you guys do this every time.
You don't even order DoorDash. You don't even deserve syrup. You didn't even leave me a good tip. Like, what? And
They're not even good actors. So this dumbass over here is like, bro is just doing his job. They're all like, let's play a skit in the middle of campus just to distract people and be cool.
what do you mean?
This is some fatherless behavior. You can spot it from a mile away. What is that hairstyle, my guy? What in the Trailer Park Boys? What in the meth head Lord Farquaad? Who wears their hair like this? Ooh. I don't know why, but that was a bold choice. That's a very bold choice to wear your hair like that. Looking like a whole golden retriever's backside up in there.
Nobody likes you. Dog, don't grab my bag. What's my stuff? Yo, whoa, what's going on here? Like, go to the bag. Don't put your hands on us.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know if this is the first time this happened, but this guy is not having it. Blue shirt built like Wolverine over here is not having it. Bro is like, I will go all Logan on your ass. Look at him. He's not even as big as them. He's standing below them, a step below. These guys are bigger and taller, but he's brawnier. And the way he acts makes me feel like you dude knows how to fight.
Don't put your hands on us. Don't put your hands on us. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who the you think you are. I don't give a what are you gonna do, guy?
Okay. So tight ass guy over here gets in his face to protect his friend because this guy is starting to get a little, handsy with yellow shirt over there. So he jumps in the way and he's like, "We're gonna touch my friend," because that's his little bitch right there. And the way that this guy is like, look at his face. Look how dead-eyed he looked. He looks like a soldier who's seen things. He is not phased. Either he's high out of his mind or he knows damn well he can rock every single one of these boys. He's like, "Go ahead. What are you gonna do?" He doesn't break eye contact. He was, bro is ready to go full on Logan, break out his freaking titanium claws. It's like, just try it. I want you to do something. I'm waiting for an excuse. If I ever have someone and I'm this much of a other-less attention-seeking person and someone steps up to me like this, even if I'm defending my friend, I'd be like, you know what? I don't like the way you're looking at me. I don't like the fact that you're not scared and I'm scared. So it's like the telltale sign in nature when you see an animal not running from you that ordinarily would run from you, or an animal just not afraid of you. It makes you think something's wrong with it's either sick and it can make me sick, or it can kill me very easily and I just don't realize it yet.
Get out of I don't know you. Don't touch me.
No, who the f you think you are?
See? Tight ass dude he's like, you know what? This guy's scaring me. I don't want to touch him. He was smart because he realized. He backed up. He's like, okay. He tried to defend his friend. It didn't work. And then Logan over here refocuses his attention on, well, this guy actually looks like Wolverine too, but y'all should really sign up for X-Men. I swear, every single one can fit a role. But anyway, with poor teachers, teachers over here like, excuse me? Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of the teacher, but he's doing the right thing. Like, if he was my father, I would not want him in the middle of this, because teachers who put themselves in the middle of all of this testosterone, especially when they're old, they're like trying to do something noble and then end up getting their cranium smushed in because old people are squishier. That's not smart. You don't want to lose your job. You don't want to lose your life either, because people are crazy.
You are. I don't know who the you think you are. I don't give a what are you gonna do, guy? Get out of I don't know you. Don't touch me. No, who the you think you are?
I'm trying to learn. Get out.
You're trying to learn?
Yeah, get out.
Clearly you ain't learning. You're in our face. You should be paying attention.
Oh, we'll talk. That would be funny if this guy's in on the prank too, but he doesn't look like he is. Look how he's built. Look at that horse ass. Look at how he's built, bro. Like, dude looks like he's a wrestler. He looks like he could fold you. He looks like he could put you on the ground and break every joint in your body without moving much and just hold you there until you turn to a flesh ball. I would be scared. And this guy keeps trying to instigate for views. What are you doing?
Yo, you're like staring into my eyes, bro. I'm scared. Just please chill out. You're scaring me right now. I'm scared.
You know what he looks like? He looks like, you know when a dog is about to bite and they go really still and they're looking up at you with those eyes and they're licking their lips and their ears are back? Like, there's a lot of people that can't actually read dog behavior, but a lot of mammals do the same thing. Cats, seals, you can't see it on whales, but cats, seals, other animals that are closer related to us that have ears and the facial features that we have, you can see very clearly when an animal is about to bite you or fuck you up. And that's the same expression and body language that he's giving right now. Even in some snakes, you can see it too. He looks like a cobra ready to strike. You know, his back is shaped like one too, like everything. This guy has got the body, he's got the eye glare. Wolverine used Intimidate, it was very effective. The second guy now, they're smart. Big titty guy over here is like, yeah, he looks, something's wrong with this guy. And he tries to play it off and make it look all edgy, like, you're scaring me, dude. You're scaring me. You're weird. But you know damn well in real life, he's actually afraid. He's looking at this guy and he's thinking, yeah, this isn't worth it. I got my video, but this guy looks like he's ready to take it to the next level and it's no longer funny and I can get decapitated. So maybe I should back off. Plus, my friend's not defending me anymore, so I'm on my own.
I'm going to FSU.
I love how Blue Shirt is simultaneously squaring up with 3 dudes standing below them on a staircase, and somehow he's the only person that doesn't look scared at this possible confrontation in a college classroom.
Blue Shirt Wolverine over here is the kind of guy that if he has kids and he walks into a room and they're all arguing and they see him standing at the doorway with his shadow overcasting all of them, they would just immediately be on their best behavior. He wouldn't have to say a word. That's how my uncle is. He just has to walk into a room. He doesn't have to do anything to them. Walks into a room and his sons are like, oh. Then all of a sudden, everyone's quiet and doing what they're supposed to do. And he's just standing there staring, and you can feel the tension. You can feel the tension in the room. I'm like, damn, that's intense. And just in staring the back of your head, it's like, you're terrified. Like, you don't have to do anything else. It's so freaking hilarious. Respect to this guy. Because someone has to stand up against people like this. They keep doing it because they keep getting away with it.
You can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it!
Someone said fatherless behavior is code word for needs to be involved in a physical interaction to learn something. Uh-oh. Someone else said when you try to be intimidating, but Kid in Blue Shirt said, please make my day. We all need to harness Blue Shirt energy. Then you have some weird people saying black privilege is real. Okay, but what does it have to do with this video when there's like one black person out of the group of 4 people, which someone did mention, and that's still 100% of your focus.
They make it weird.
Right? There's some weird ass people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there are some places that seem to allow certain behaviors from certain people because they're so afraid of being called racist. That doesn't mean every single situation involves that. Like, they will see a group of 8 white people or 8 people amongst them being mostly white and some Hispanic and one black person that's clearly trying to follow and fit in with his friends, and he will be the only one that takes the blame out of all the 8 people, which is crazy to me. Like, there are clear examples when you can tell that certain privileges are given to certain people based on the environment and the corporations wanting to not seem racist to the point where it's damaging, but this is not one of those cases, and we don't need to make every single thing about ethnicity. All I see here is a bunch of guys, regardless of color, acting out as though they don't have fathers. It doesn't matter if they're black, rednecks, Hispanic, it doesn't matter what they are, they're fatherless. Because you know what people also don't address? That there are other people in the classroom that are black, that are trying to learn, and that are not pulling this kind of behavior. And honestly, regardless of color, the more this is checked, you know, I'm saying, if it was an Asian person and you're in a setting where there's not a lot of Asian people, it is expected that other Asian people need to check that person and be like, bro, if you really believe that racism is a thing, check your fellow people and be like, stop, no. stop. Because no matter what color you are, when people face civil ostracization or punishment and pushback from their peers, that's what really makes a difference. It's not the studios, it's not the organizations or the universities being like, no, it's okay. It's all the people not standing up for it. The minute everybody gets together and they're like, we're not going to allow this, especially people that represent your community, it won't be fun for them anymore because they may think they're getting away with it, but on the other hand, they're really not. Anyway, this was pretty cool on Blue Shirt Guy standing up for what's right, and more people need to do that. More people need to all stand up. I know I'm saying this as somebody who's introverted. I'd be like, oh Lord. But I think I would have a breaking point at some point too. And I understand why most people don't want to stand up and talk about stuff like this, or they just don't even want to bother, because a few people in times gone by, when they do try to stand up for what's right, they get punished for it. Like people who are defending themselves or defending other people from a clear-cut criminal, and the community propping up the criminal as a saint, painting murals of him and shit, but completely forgetting all the victims that he assaulted, but yet he is being treated like a hero. People trying to defend themselves and the criminals are protected while the civilians go to jail. Like, that stuff needs to stop. It's like really divisive, and I get that's what the freaking society is trying to do, because if people are fighting each other, we can't fight them because we're too busy fighting each other. You know, recognize it for what it is and not depend on the government to do that. We have to do that to each other. If we all stand up together as a community to protect our community and point out certain things, regardless of who it is, this would not go on. But everyone is so afraid because one person stands up and he gets clapped across his neck. And then the others see that and they're like, oh shit, look what happened to him. But I bet if everybody stood up together, like the buffalo in the wilderness against the crocodile. I know that makes no freaking sense, but you know what I mean. Stand together. Remember those movies with the dinosaur movie when he's like, stand together in Land Before Time? When the herds all stand together and then the sharp teeth can't do anything because like, oh no, it's not just one person, it's all of them after me. Oh dear, I don't want to die. I guess I'll go find my lunch elsewhere then. We need Blue Shirt energy. Blue Shirt Guy looked so attractive, not just in his physique, but in his actions. This is a poster right here. Two dudes, based on the perspective, looking like they're way bigger than Blue Shirt Guy, and him still looking them in the eye, ready to unleash the wrath of Chaddick, and them backing up and realizing, oh my god, it's not worth it. This is a beautiful... Actually, this should be the thumbnail right here. This is very inspiring. If I was a journalist, I would use this to be like, stop bullying, like that. I would use this as a campaign photo. Well done, Logan. Wolverine, you're a badass. This is a real hero. None of that Marvel DC shit.